You're listening to the We Cool podcast with Grant Winkles, Ryan Cole, Chloe Radcliffe, musical guest Hitler, and your host, the NYC RoboCop dog. Wow. Also musical guest, Just a Gun. And your other host, Kramer, saying the N-word. What's up, man? Hey, guys.
So, I noticed you didn't say your name at all, it seems like. Did you?
No, I'm the guy,
you're the announcer?
I'm the announcer guy.
Do you want to stay in that voice for the rest of the episode?
I would love to. It's kind of like Bane. I'm almost like at a Bane.
I wasn't listening either.
With musical guests, you know.
Were we the hosts? Were we the hosts of SNL?
You guys are the cast.
Yeah, we're the cast. And also,
I don't think there is a host.
You should have said special guest, Chloe Radcliffe. I don't think they include the guests as the...
I'm gonna come clean. I have never seen the show in my entire life.
That's a problem.
It's a problem.
Our hallowed SNL? Our savior?
How did you make it through the vetting process to get on this podcast without us finding that out, Tommy? This is embarrassing.
But we have a great guest today, Chloe Radcliffe. Thank you for joining us, Chloe.
Who is she? It's me.
Hi, Chloe.
Chloe, you've been posting the best clips.
Fuck yeah!
Instagram.
Thank you.
That IUD bit was just
Thank you.
Maroon, a chef's a kiss to that joke.
What's maroon?
I think that's a bad thing. It's a bad thing that Italian. It's like moron. I think. I think Tommy just said that was a great bit. Moron.
You fucking moron.
I thought they say it when it's like something's good too. It's like maroon.
Maybe, I don't know. Do I look Italian to you?
We got to get an Italian on.
Do I look Italian enough to make jokes about Italians to you?
You're Italian passing, I would say.
God, I love that, dude.
Yeah.
You're Latinx passing.
Shut up,
Tommy's Italian passing.
No way.
He's too blonde, I think. Yeah.
Tommy's like the Nazis who moved to Italy.
yeah.
Tommy's actually Argentinian.
Yeah, he's Argentinian passing.
Yeah, he's Argentinian.
But it's so good to be here, recording from Argentina. Some like a Hasidic guy was like handing pamphlets in Williamsburg and was like, "Are you Jewish?" to me, and I was like,
that's wild.
I was like, "No, man." Like I was with my girlfriend and she was like, "What's that guy's deal?" We were like mad at him. Like,
that's funny.
We were like,
he embarrassed
get your shit together. Yeah, like he offended me. I'm like,
you were saying I look Jewish?
Yeah, you're saying
I fucking look Jewish.
Look at these baby blue eyes. No, yeah, crazy though.
White supremacist.
Yeah.
I'm not Jewish. I'm white supremacist, you idiot.
Ugh, I'm not one of you.
Yeah.
I have blue eyes.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, well,
man.
Anyways, Chloe, thank you for being here. So Tommy wants to introduce the pod and then doesn't actually introduce the pod at all. That's how we go on here.
And
has the pod started?
We don't know.
SNL has started.
Yeah.
We know that. So we're gonna check out a recap on AV Club of the beginning of this podcast. Anywho, this is We Cool, the podcast where we apologize, demand apologies, read anonymous listener apologies. So happy to have guest Chloe here, Chloe Radcliffe, NYC. So you guys, are you in the same room right now, or am I seeing double on Zoom? What's going on here?
Are me and Chloe in the same room?
Yeah, because me and Ryan are. So I assume since you're in the same city, you're in the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know all the same people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
you guys are. This is what I imagine your NYC lifestyle is like. You guys are all kind of frazzled on the subway. You know, you two,
crazy
Peter Parker, and Kramer, and everybody's kind of carrying baguettes around and stuff, and everybody's always late and dropping.
Yeah, I think you got a different country in there.
You're drinking a coffee in one hand, slice of freaking spaghetti in the other.
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone, and I'm late.
Yeah, yeah. And you're not getting good service on the subway.
No, and I'm hailing a taxi with my elbow.
On the subway. Yeah,
that is the classic. I knew it. I love New York, baby.
Chloe, I have a question for you. Have you ever considered doing a problematic character called Miss Chloe? It's like Miss Cleo, but it's you.
Ooh, I like this. And then I get to just do Miss Cleo's voice.
yeah.
It's all about
good. I've always...
What's Miss Cleo? I don't know this.
Whoa, you don't know what Miss Cleo is? She was like an icon. She was like a psychic in the 90s. You would call this number, and then she would like read your future, basically.
And now tell Tommy why that impression would be problematic.
Oh,
did you do it? Did you call ever?
No, I was like 6. I would just watch it and go, "Holy shit, this is amazing." She was like, she played into like the mystical black woman, like stereotype, I guess. Yeah. But she was incredible. She actually died in 2016. Nobody knows that. Yeah.
Wow.
R.I.P. Wow. All right. Her children don't know that.
No. They're like, wait, she did what?
That's a sad, sad story.
Did she see it coming?
Well, she had cancer, so.
Yeah, she knew for a while.
All right. Well.
So
yeah, Tommy, it's a pretty heavy Caribbean accent. I believe would be necessary for that one.
Yeah.
Do you want to try it,
Chloe? If you don't want to start doing that character, I'd be happy to. I don't know. Whoever gets it on TV first. That's the rule, huh?
Tommy, we'd never buy it from you, from Mr. Blue Eyes over here.
Ooh,
nice.
We know.
That's me, baby. Awesome. Well, I alluded this to last episode. I have a thing.
Awesome.
Speaking of things that are a little racist, I have a thing that I kind of want to apologize for.
Cool. Very good.
That I think it's like,
an incredible look for the first 5 minutes of this podcast so far, by the way.
Tommy just bringing the heat.
A very good look.
Tommy bringing the heat.
So at the restaurant I work at, I hang out with like all the kitchen guys, you know what I mean? And no one speaks English, right? And I realized I do this thing where like I'm trying to like find something, or trying to like communicate something like that, and they're like, I don't understand. And then I just start speaking in a Spanish accent. As if I'm just like I just put in my last, like my 2 weeks. So I was just like, hey, it's my last day working here. And they're like, okay. And I was just like, it's last day, and I'm just like doing and I'm like, I
would say that's barely a Spanish accent.
Yeah, but I'm just like,
you're just changing your accent. Not even to
exactly. But like a Spanish speaker wouldn't do that in like English. Like they're not like they're not just like como esta, and I'm like, what? And they're just like, oh, hey, how are you? They're just like speaking like a dumb Southern voice.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that. It's that they would be putting on an American accent in Spanish. Yeah. So they were like, and you were like, what?
Soy. And then just degrading their Spanish speaking. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Just kind of sounding a little fucked up.
Like dumb. Yeah, like a guy who doesn't know how to speak either language.
Like Tommy.
Yeah, I turn into a guy who can't do either things. So I realize just how ridiculous that might look. And just to, I just would like to throw out an apology for that one really quick.
If you want the cooks to understand, though, you're going to have to do it in kind of a Spanish accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's just like a little thing, a little dumb thing I've been doing.
Cool.
Yeah, you're just apologizing to the listeners of this podcast, not to the cooks.
No, not the cooks.
Okay.
No.
It was his last day. Apology. Why would he apologize? It was his last day. There's no reason to go back to that well. That reminds me of like traveling. I feel like I was doing that traveling, talking with other travelers who like English isn't their first language. There's some common place where you just learn words that everybody knows, and you kind of, I don't know, phrases like that. It's interesting. Tommy, I feel like that's kind of okay, but as long as you weren't doing like a Speedy Gonzalez accent, or something
well, I put
along
on a
those
hat
lines.
and a mustache too, which made it even worse.
Okay,
So,
Well, that's okay. It's the accent that I have a problem with.
yeah.
Why is library the one word everyone knows in Spanish?
That everyone knows.
Because it's not like you're going to Mexico or Spain and you're like, I know what I'm doing when I get there. I'm going to the fucking library, baby. I'm checking out some books. I'm going to get a card. No.
They've got great libraries.
Do they?
Yeah.
It's like
Oh,
cathedrals.
you think Mexicans don't have good libraries?
No, I think the Spanish
What the
do.
fuck, dude?
Get his ass.
Fuck.
Chloe's
but also-
well traveled though. Chloe, like, you travel a lot, don't you?
I have traveled, I think, a lot. I think
I
a
mean,
relative
you
amount.
just got back from Utah, was it?
Yeah. You just got back from camping in southern Utah.
Nice.
With the boyfriend,
Ooh, it's a cat.
Jeff. We got
Ooh,
cat.
look
We got
at that
cat.
dog.
Yeah, we got a cat.
Cat in the Zoom.
Yeah, she's a little weirdo.
That's a cutie.
How was Utah?
Utah was great. It was awesome. We camped on federal land where it's just like you just sort of you
Bundy
just
style.
kind of do backcountry camping.
Bundy
What
style.
style?
Federal land?
Yeah.
Yeah. What were those guys' names? The brothers that took over the federal.
Oh yeah, the Bundys. Yeah. Clive Bundy.
Yeah, Clive Bundy style.
Oh, that Bundy
Yeah,
style.
not
Yeah,
Ted
for sure.
Bundy style.
Yeah, I was assuming
Yeah.
it was Ted Bundy as well.
That's what's sad is
Yeah.
they also did something.
Ted Bundy tarnished the Bundy name.
I know. And so unfortunately when Clive Bundy tried to be an asshole, there was somebody who had been a
hero.
bigger asshole. There was somebody who had been a bigger hero.
Someone had already stuck up for our rights.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Where
I gotta get this cat out of here. She's only bad news.
Ted Bundy, freedom fighter.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. Every time you bring up like, it was a safe assumption to think you were thinking about a serial killer.
Because I do bring them up a lot.
Yeah, we were just saying we should talk more about serial killers on the podcast. So,
I actually think that is a blind spot in podcasting.
Yeah, no
thank
one's
you,
serial killers.
Chloe. Thank you. Finally.
That's beautiful.
And people want to hear men talk about serial killers and just talk about how cool they are.
Yeah, they want to hear about men talk about serial killers and occupation of federal lands by freedom fighters.
Yeah.
And, hey, that's what we're here to cover.
I honestly think if there is a vacuum in the serial killer podcast market, it is men talking about how cool they are. I mean, you could fill that. You could fill that hole.
Yeah, I mean that would just be recording conversations that we already have, basically. So, where did you go to?
That's what a good podcast is.
Yeah, did you go to national parks in Utah, or which ones did you hit?
We hit Arches and Canyonlands, and Canyonlands is like separated into three huge sections that could each be their own parks.
Yeah.
And so we did 2 of those 3 sections.
That's
the third
awesome.
section is a place where people to this day go to evade the law. So, great little fun fact for all your serial killer friends.
Cool.
What it's like? It's famous for people trying to like escape.
It's just like
who are,
so
on the lam.
It's so remote that it's a place like it is so inaccessible. It is so remote that nobody goes there.
It's such an obvious place to evade the law that people do it. It's like a double.
Right, because they go hide
reverse
where you think they're
psychology,
going
exactly.
to be. Right.
Oh,
That is weird
okay.
that like there's a place that has that reputation, you know?
Yeah. Well, the national parks in general are they're
spooky.
freaky stuff.
Yeah.
People going missing and stuff in there. It's terrifying.
Did you
shit.
see anybody? Did you see anybody where you're like, I think that guy's trying to evade the law?
Yeah. Was he running
Or
in
did
zigzags?
anybody look at you and Jeff, your boyfriend, great comic? Did anybody look at you guys being like, are they a little Bonnie and Clyde situation?
It's possible. We looked real dirty by the end. But I think, honestly, I didn't see anybody trying to evade, but I saw a man come out of the one of the parks and say, please, I've been lost for 4 months, help. And I was like, that's weird. And then we kept going.
Yeah, you were like, nice try,
ignored
buddy.
him.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Yeah.
He had one arm.
You're not
Like, I
getting
just
me,
want
Ted
water.
Bundy.
Yeah, I think that would really bring the country together. Just like, like a couple, and they're robbing banks.
Oh.
and they're on the news, and we're all just kind of rooting for them,
Like natural born killers.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
Thelma
exactly,
and
and
Louise.
a little something like that. And I
Like
think
SpongeBob and Patrick. Yep.
Yeah, SpongeBob,
Yep.
Patrick, even more famously known.
Batman and Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Batman and Robin.
Godzilla and King Kong.
Godzilla and King Kong.
Yeah. I know the game. Yeah.
Ronald Reagan, George H.W. Bush.
Classic.
Exactly.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. Absolutely.
Jennifer.
SpongeBob and Patrick. I don't think that's been said yet.
Guys, Itchy and Scratchy.
Nice.
Let's
Nice.
go.
I
was
But
Tommy.
you got a little Itchy and Scratchy on the news.
The
I think
Office.
everyone would be like, yeah, they robbed another bank. Awesome. Let's go.
You know
I
what?
think that'd be a good.
That's a good
thing.
idea. I think it's a nice idea to think of some kind of. Everybody's talking about how divisive these times are. We should be brainstorming more things to kind of get everybody on the same page. What I thought you were going to pitch right there was a big camping trip where everybody in the whole country. It's like, you get your boys for the weekend or something, have a girls trip or something. Whole country, pack it up, pack up the RV. We're going to Canyonlands, and we're just going to barbecue and have some fun.
Yeah. What
Loved
about
it. Yeah.
a way to bring
You
everyone?
can call it Burning Guy or
That
something.
was a
I don't
good
know.
idea.
That's cool.
Flaming guy.
Yeah.
Flaming Man.
Flaming hot Cheeto man. I don't.
And
you
it can
know,
be
I'm
sponsored by the Cheetos. But what
Yeah, I'm
about
just thinking of something.
a different idea that I had to bring everyone?
Oh yeah, I like
in
where
the-
this is going.
in the country together.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna invent a glue that the only way it can come off is if you agree with someone. You find a fundamental
Wow.
understanding of them.
Wow.
So then
what
you-
if the fundamental understanding is we both hate being glued together?
Hey, that's
Damn, dude.
common ground, and then you can
fuck,
start
dude.
from there.
That just think
Then they'll
about
come
that,
unglued.
man.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
really makes you think.
Yeah,
Damn.
chew on that for a little while, huh?
That feels like a little
Yeah.
bit like a little Freaky Friday action, like it's a little magical glue, like a flubber scenario.
Oh, I
almost.
love a flubber scenario, dude.
Yeah, love me a flubber. Okay, so we all did one. Chloe,
Y'all ever-
Chloe, what's your pitch for bringing the country together? That's
My pitch is that we just
Yes.
You can use
my,
mine
my
if you
pitch
want.
is that we
some sort of
yeah,
glue.
my pitch- No, okay, here's my pitch. My pitch is that we fill the entire country with chloroform gas. Everybody passes out. You pull the gas back. Yeah, we don't want everybody to die. We put everybody in the back of a semi truck. We drive them to a secure location. We let them out.
And it's
say,
we killed or we made everybody faint. Us four.
Yeah, it's the four of us because the four of us are united. We are already a we, and we are trying to teach other people.
Right.
our
So we're just a
we
ragtag
ways.
team making 300 million people faint on the spot. I like this.
Yeah.
And putting them in the back of a semi truck, and then we drive them to a secure, undisclosed location.
Yes.
And we let them out, and we say, "All right, it's Way camp. It's it's a we, and we got ways, and we got ways that we're we's, and we're gonna teach you." And then we just teach them our we ways
There we go.
at a fun camp, and it really brings everybody together. And then everybody has their camp crushes.
Yes.
And for a couple weeks you're like in love with this person, and you think that like outside of camp you're totally gonna stay together. You're absolutely not gonna stay together. But you everybody mixes it up a little bit. Everybody gets a chance. People cheat on their spouses, and it's fine because it's Way camp. And then after a couple weeks, everybody's been so united. We've held hands. We've sung songs. We've gone through trials and tribulations together. We've capsized a few canoes at this secure, undisclosed location. And then at the end of it, we say, "We're so sorry. We have to return you to the rest of your lives." And everybody goes, "No, no." And we say, "But remember the lessons you learned at Way camp."
Oh
And then
my gosh.
we put them all back in the back of a semi truck, and this time they're awake. And then we drive them back to their individual homes.
Why would
One by
That's
one.
huge.
Why
That's it.
couldn't it just be a bus? Why would it have to
Just
be
gotta
a?
be a truck.
Yeah. What if?
Yeah, think about buses are way less space efficient. Trucks, you can just pack everybody in it.
Yeah, that's true. You pack
Yeah.
them in like sardines.
Yeah.
What about if? I think we've talked about this before, but bigger class sizes. You have
Oh yeah.
one class every year. It's at a stadium
Oh,
for all
yeah,
the children.
This was a good
this
one.
is-
and I'll
Great.
teach it. I'll teach them.
What do you teach?
Loving yourself.
Oh yeah, it was like therapy. We were
Yeah.
doing therapy,
Yeah. Loving
big
your-
batches of
and
therapy.
That's the thing. That was our idea for therapy. Is nobody goes to therapy, and instead, once a year, the whole population, they gather into a big stadium.
For 5 minutes.
And it's
5 minutes long.
It's called You're Not Alone.
Yeah.
And
It's 5
Ryan,
minutes long.
I'm Tony Robbins style.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a bodysuit.
Got the headset mic.
Yeah. And I go, what do we all have in common? And one guy goes, oh, we all love the Mets. And I go, no. Get him out.
Fuck
You're
the
wasting
Mets.
time. We only have an hour.
Get him.
Stop
5 minutes. We only have 5 minutes.
Oh,
get him out of
5
here.
minutes,
Get him
yeah.
out. And then people who are armed come and get that guy. And I say, we all are stuck together with this glue that I invented.
Look under your
Yeah.
seats.
Yeah. And
They're
look-
glued to the seat
Yeah.
at that point.
And your seat is glued to the man next to you,
And then,
or woman.
And then I think we were also saying everybody gets their annual haircut in that
At the same time.
At that same time.
Well, they're giving each other haircuts.
It's really a time saving thing, but it does match up nicely with Chloe's idea because it's like everybody's kind of in the same
Maybe that's
spot.
where they could go after they do your thing.
Sure. Yeah, no, I think,
could-
I mean,
The
honestly,
therapy
I don't
bowl.
think anybody will need therapy after mine,
Yeah.
but,
Well, it's
That's
just
true.
yeah, that is true.
That's
actually.
optimistic
But
thinking,
maybe.
and I love it. I love that kind of.
Dude,
That's the starting point for this idea. Is that hey,
Yeah.
by the end of this, we aren't going to have to chloroform you to get you all into a semi truck together. You're gonna
Yeah.
be clamoring to get in that truck.
Yeah.
yeah.
picturing-
You're gonna be so close to each other.
Yeah, I'm picturing it literally and spiritually, psychically. I'm picturing a
Emotionally.
big kickball game at the end of camp with the whole country playing, and that's just it's
For sure.
That's basically the Super
And
Bowl.
and who are we playing? We're playing our disagreements.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Shirts
Wow.
versus skins, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I can't handle the brilliance.
Yeah. And then I just pull out my cup and it says,
my head.
"Do
Damn.
more of what makes you happy."
Oh,
Okay.
damn, dude.
Okay.
Damn.
Do you like my mug?
Damn.
I poured coffee in here.
What does it say?
It's
you
a
really?
Dr. Pepper can.
That's a good mug.
Yeah, I pour coffee in this.
I feel like Dr. Pepper and coffee would actually be kind of a good combo.
No.
Tastes really bad.
You don't think so?
I don't like it.
Damn, dude! Instantly, the divisiveness is just right
I
back.
shouldn't have
Wow,
done
look
that.
at this.
I blame myself for that.
I do too, so we agree.
Yeah. Okay. Now we're back. So, guys, I have an apology from the news. I've been sleuthing, putting my sleuth hat on, using 2 magnifying glasses while I
Wow.
kind of scour the internet. It's very difficult to type and use 2 magnifying glasses. So this article is headlined where it's coming out of San Francisco. Our story today: we are extremely sorry. Dine and Dashers apologize and repay San Francisco Korean barbecue restaurant.
I'm sorry, what?
It's been a roller coaster ride for one
Tommy,
Korean
you don't need to apologize.
barbecue restaurant.
thank you.
Basically, I'm not going to read the whole article. There was a string of dine and dashes at a Korean barbecue restaurant in San Francisco, and the people returned and left a very nice note and full payment for the dine and dash because they felt so bad about it.
But they had done it multiple times.
So there was 2 groups. Unfortunately, for some reason, this Korean barbecue restaurant has like thousands of Instagram followers, and I mean, come on. Pass some of those Instagram followers this way, Korean.
But everyone
Right.
likes following food accounts online because they don't really want. It's just looking at pictures of delicious food. It's more appealing, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Than
my
than
restaurant
Grant's specifically.
Then Grant specifically.
Well, it's weird because all I post is Korean barbecue, so it's like just
Dude,
at least
Damn,
tag
I
me.
didn't think about that.
What about
That's
a-
my bad.
Yeah,
What
you
about a Instagram page where it's just like you attempting to make food and all the food just looks like fucking shit, dude? Like
That's our group text.
That is our
Whenever
group
Ryan
text.
is very proud and sends us something.
that's most of the time I cook something.
Okay, so I wanted to. The reason I brought this in, not huge news or
Yeah, why'd you bring
anything,
it in?
right, is because, again, like I didn't even plan this, but we're matching the theme. This is a nice apology story. These people actually, they were pretty much away
Bringing
with this.
people together.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna read some excerpts from this note. Dear K Elements Barbecue, we are extremely sorry for any inconveniences we may have caused. We had full intentions of paying, and this is kind of dumb. Once we had already
Bullshit.
eaten, we soon realized that it was $29.99 per person and not per table. Okay. They didn't have any money, so they ran away. And
well, it sounds like they would have had. It sounds like they're saying they had $29.99.
that is true.
Together,
This is
though.
bullshit.
Yeah, I don't accept this apology.
Okay, hold on though. This is this is no excuse
I'm
for our
confused.
behavior. We made an
Okay.
irresponsible and irrational decision. Feel extremely guilty. Our act was not malicious or ill-intended towards your business. Well, it kind of was. Expression of regret, taking step forwards towards making amends. We had to, truly did not want to negatively impact you in any way. We understand if you won't want us coming back and hope you can understand our position. Sincerely, the 3 girls.
What did they tip?
The 3 girls who are famous for doing this.
Yeah, well, there's the notorious the 3 girls.
Do you think this was the
a
three?
band of
The 3
dying
girls
girls.
bandits.
The
Yeah.
3 girls bandits. They're fuck.
Damn, I'm surprised I didn't pick up on that with my 2 magnifying
Well,
glasses.
the problem is if someone comes in,
You needed 3 magnifying glasses.
Yeah,
one for each girl.
One for each girl.
if someone comes into your restaurant and they have a ski mask on and then they sit down to eat, you gotta know deep down they're not gonna pay for their meal.
Yeah.
If someone comes into your restaurant with a ski mask on, you know deep down this is one of the girls.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is one.
And where are the other 2 girls?
Well,
Which
you
is
can
more concerning.
You can ask certain probing questions if someone comes in your restaurant and they're wearing a ski mask. One question I like to ask is, "Have you ever been skiing? Do you like snowboarding? Tell me."
And then they go and they're like, no. And I'm like, well, this is very suspicious.
Yeah. Then I go,
All right.
can you give me a second? And then I go into the back room and I talk to the cooks. And I'm like, "Hey man, I think
How we had come so far. We truly had just buried that in the backyard.
Dude, I sound so stupid. I'm not like, I realize like, I'm like, why am I speaking this way?
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Anywho, K
I think
Elements
it's-
Barbecue, they said they accepted the apology. And they said they aren't going to pursue the issue. So,
well, I mean, good
Look,
for them. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say from a PR perspective,
Yeah.
of course the restaurant is like, yeah, this will be good press and it'll get people to come in and probably tip extra because they're making up for the notorious the 3 girls. But fuck that, I don't. If the 3 girls just paid their exact tab,
They're getting a lot of credit for paying a bill.
right? If they're getting a lot of credit for paying a bill, and also
They got a write-up for paying a bill.
I bet they didn't tip like an extra 100 or whatever, which
No,
is what
for
they
sure.
should do.
no, it
sure
doesn't
they
feel like they did.
Yeah,
they gotta-
apology not accepted on our behalf.
Yeah.
They just got more, they just got more promo for the 3 girls, which was the objective the whole time.
Honestly, I think they got the only promo for the 3 girls.
I'd
Yeah.
never heard of them before this.
Now the
Yeah.
3 girls are huge. It's all anybody's talking about.
And everybody who was into the 3 girls before is like, God,
It's like, God,
now they've
I was
sold
a
out.
3 girl. Dude, I was a
Well,
huge
yeah.
fan. They sold out.
I liked them before anybody else knew about them.
What really
Yeah.
sucks about this too is we were just talking about bringing like a crime spree that brings people together, and this crime spree is tearing people apart because some people hate restaurants and some people love them.
Yeah.
But they need
Yeah,
to be
this is a
robbing a
sad story.
bank because like I was at work and one of my coworkers was like, "Oh my God, someone just like robbed a bank in like I don't know, somewhere in Brooklyn like a few weeks ago. Someone like robbed a bank." And I was like, "What? Really? That's incredible!" Like I got so happy.
That's
I was
still
like,
a thing.
Yeah,
I can't believe people are still getting away with that. That's like
dude, you know what sucks about?
a beautiful thing.
I was listening to a podcast where this guy like he had robbed a bunch of banks. You only get like $3,000 or $4,000 per bank.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
I think the way what I've gleaned from the movies is that the way to rob a bank and not like get fucked by it is to only take what's in the till, which is not very much money, and then leave.
You don't want to do the take me to the vault.
No, because
Right. Because
someone is going to call the police.
Things always get sticky once you go to the vault.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's never good.
And never invite like a guy who's unhinged. That guy's gonna shoot somebody.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't add a guy the night before.
Who's
just
like,
do it shorthanded, seriously.
Yeah, if it's you and Frankie, and then Frankie's like, yeah, but my cousin said he just got out of jail for like a triple murder charge. He wants to come.
Don't worry though, he's a cool guy. He's chill.
He's real level headed. And then he gets there and he's like already amped up, you know?
Yeah, he's on meth. Has anybody ever dined and dashed?
Robbed a bank?
Yeah. Yes.
I consider
them equal offenses. Have you? Okay, so either one. Take either. Have you dined and dashed or robbed a bank?
No, I have too much respect for the service community.
Yeah, they're the real heroes.
Yeah, not firefighters or soldiers or.
I have robbed many firefighters. When they're in, I go in.
Robbing a fire department is hilarious.
I do like car shopping on the fire truck while they're fighting
You're
a fire.
You're just walking down the street with a huge pole.
Yeah, you know? I was going to say, everybody get on the pole.
Yeah, I got the pole. I got it. One time my friend he's like, we're dining and dashing. And I'm like, no, we're not. Yeah. And then he did it. And then I just paid his bill. Damn. And I was really mad at him.
Tommy,
we were like 15 at the time.
Remember when we had a drunken screaming match about you stealing a bag of chips from a Jimmy John's?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Wait, Ryan, are you anti-steal bag of chips from Jimmy John's?
Yeah, I was saying you shouldn't. I was saying like.
Here's the thing. Here's what I was trying to justify it by being
Ryan,
like,
I don't care what you were going to say.
It's Jimmy John's and it's like a corporation, so who cares?
Which is fair.
When in the reality, the only justification is it's fun to steal.
Yeah.
And that's it.
My argument was
I like to steal because I like to steal.
My argument
not because
was,
I'm not some Robin Hood. That's why I was like, I was stupid and drunk.
It's just morally because you didn't need that bag of chips. Like if you were starving or you had someone to feed, then steal the chips. But because you just wanted to steal it, it's morally wrong.
Yeah, I threw the chips out right away. I just wanted to.
You just get the rush.
I just wanted to know I could get away with it.
You stepped on the bag.
I so much from the airport. I saw my grandpa recently, and because both vaccinated and all that stuff, and I was like, I haven't seen this guy in forever. And me and my little brother were at the airport, drunk, just like, let's see how much we can steal. And it was,
that's risky.
Maybe the most fun I've ever had. And I'm not trying to justify it by being like, oh, it's the airport, blah, 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 money. And it's like, no. Stealing rocks, man. Yeah. It's like,
well, also, airports are great places to steal from.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, they're great places to steal from. Yeah, at I think it's LaGuardia, there's like a big food pavilion where there's a bunch of little kiosks, or I don't know, whatever. You just like grab whatever the fuck you want. And then there's just a self-checkout section and you just walk. It's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
should I pay $15 for this ham sandwich or none? What should I do?
Or should I not?
Yeah. Well, it was late, and there was like one lady working the register at like the whatever, where all the snacks are. And I was going to say concession stand, but I was like, oh, this isn't 7th grade sports, so I don't. But what you do, though, is you get a bunch of things, and then you put them near the entrance. Or maybe it was just the way this one was designed, and then you just buy one thing, and then on your way out, you grab all your other things.
Mm-hmm. That's
so
the cover.
I got sandwich, Powerade, People's Magazine.
Hey Tommy, hold on. I hate to cut you guys off. We have this. I think I might have to like sign into this Zoom or something and upgrade it real quick. You guys can keep going, but I might just be messing around. So.
Okay. And anyways, we got such a big rush from stealing. I went behind a bar that was closed. It was like a little bit open, and I made us drinks. It was like,
what?
Holy hell!
Yeah,
Which airport was
amazing.
this, Tommy? Was this the one in Arizona?
This is Phoenix Airport.
Damn.
So we had it was like a late night flight, and
making yourself a drink behind an airport bar is incredible.
Dude, I mean the rush. It was first of all, I'm like, we brought like a bunch of mini like Tito's,
What would you have said?
He drinks Tito's.
What would you have said?
I drink Tito's. I don't
they
mean
caught
to,
you.
be better than you guys, but I drink Tito's.
Yeah, what would happen if they caught you? Because that's the other thing is that in an airport, there's no consequence. You're like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Not let me get on my flight? I'm just gonna get on the plane and leave.
The thing is, if I was like, I'd be like, go ahead, put me in airport jail. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't have had. I would have been like, oh, sorry. I probably would have been like, oh, I didn't know, or something. Like, but like.
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to go behind this closed bar and make myself a drink. This is self-serve airport bar.
Yeah, that was a buffet bar style. You just make drinks. Yeah, I don't know what would have happened. I probably would have said I'm sorry, and I would have said,
"Oh, I didn't know I couldn't do that."
Yeah.
I mean, I actually did not think of a plan of getting caught. Like it was just like the situation was like, oh, I can so easily do this.
Yeah.
Like super. Also, if you just like walk in somewhere and you're
with
not,
confidence.
Like, yeah. No one. People are like,
nobody
yeah,
asks.
that's fine. And then you just walk out and you're just like, yeah, I live here actually. So,
it would have been really funny if you went to prison for that.
Yeah, dude, that would have been so awesome.
Imagine telling the other people in prison why you got in prison.
Yeah, airport bar drinks. And
oh yeah, that's like, a federal crime, dude.
They're like, stay away from this guy, you know.
I've stolen little things from duty free where it's all like very expensive. I've stolen like a couple foundations and stuff. Mm-hmm. And they have this very expensive skin cream that I always like want to work my way up to, but I do think, I mean, they for sure have cameras. Because I like researched it. I was like, how, you know, like, is there any actual risk? And they basically, it's like if you only do it once or twice, no, there's actually not any risk unless they catch you right then and there, in which case I don't know what they can do other than be like, hey, you can't.
Well, what you would hope is when you're going to like these larger, you know, establishments, like what you hope is like the workers, they don't give a shit because
right.
That's why you don't. Stealing from small business is bad because it's small business, blah, 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 blah. But why it's bad is because it's a small business and they care. You want to steal from places where it's like everyone hates being there.
Yeah, that's why you should steal from Whole Foods.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Whole Foods, great place to steal from.
And because the most important thing, because it's a little fun.
Absolutely. Stealing is such a rush. It's
Thank
so
you.
fun.
I'm so happy I have another thief on the podcast.
No, I do love stealing. This is the whitest conversation we could possibly have. It's such a rush. It's so fun.
Yeah, but it is. It is. It's the truth.
Yeah, no, stealing is very fun. It is very, very fun.
See,
stealing's good.
I think it's
good and awesome.
It's too much of a rush. I like to stay pretty even keel, and stealing takes me out of that. It's all of a sudden I'm spiking, you know?
I often regret not stealing, actually, when faced with an easy opportunity.
Yeah. It really weighs on my conscience sometimes when I go to Target and
it haunts me.
And I leave with something where I'm like, I could have stolen it.
Laying in bed, just awake.
It fucks up my day. I mean, I get depressed. I'm stealing for my mental health when you really think about it.
Target is especially easy to steal from, right? Have we covered this yet in this conversation?
Man. It's like a number one target to steal.
God
there you
damn.
Go. Oh my God.
That.
I should like write a book or something. I don't know.
I was like,
should maybe do poetry.
Imagine what that book would be like. Imagine how short and rambling that book would be. It would be 47 pages of the most confusing gibberish anyone has ever read.
And then it would end with, "It is a target."
Yeah, why does this book have emojis in it? I think the author wrote this on his phone.
Yeah, in the bathroom on work.
I think he wrote it in one sitting too. There's a lot of misspellings.
I think I've talked about this
no
before.
editing process.
I used to get like terribly racked with guilt as a child if I ever stole anything like that. So that basically made it so I couldn't steal like basically until I moved out of my parents' house. I don't know.
Damn.
I remember stealing a little toy car from like my adventure club, and
I had to grow up.
I had to like go into. I felt so bad about stealing like this tiny toy car that like I couldn't even sleep, and I had to like go and confess it to my mom in the dark of the night.
God, you would be the worst criminal. The worst criminal.
Yeah, you're really lame.
I know, dude. I suck, especially as a little kid. But I'll apologize for that right now. I'm sorry that I stole that car from Adventure Club.
Apologize for being a boring kid.
I was such a boring kid. I think that's why I'm kind of like such a dirtbag now.
I think I found a way to hack my genetics so I don't have to steal. I hacked my genes.
Dude, you hacked into your genetics?
Yeah.
Respect.
I hacked my genes to make
you a rich guy.
Yeah, to make me a
I'm
rich
in.
guy.
That's
How
I'm
did
not
it
going to
work?
add anything, but what?
Yeah, how's it going?
Great. I'm going to host Saturday Night Live soon. It's good. Just because
Hell
I'm
yeah.
rich. It's great.
That's what Elon Musk is doing.
More like
Topical.
Elon stink.
Elon must not.
Ooh.
Yeah, Elon.
Odor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay.
What
you
about-
guys, take it easy. Hey, stop. Hey,
Call him up. Call him up. I'm in fighting mood.
Whoa.
Hold on, I'll get him on the Zoom.
We're like
Ellen.
Ellen.
Little in the danger
Musk.
zone right now.
Elon Musk.
Elon DeGeneres. How
Dude,
about,
more like Elon degenerate.
yeah. Ooh. All
There
we go.
right.
What about Elon Degenerate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, that was
alright.
good. What about Ellen?
Chloe
Alright.
coming in with the alley oop.
What
Just
about-
slamming it down.
Ellen, not so degenerate.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Ooh. Maron. I love that so much.
I do feel like I'm out on sometimes.
What would be your favorite billionaire to host SNL if you got to choose? We can just go around the horn on this one.
Yeah, someone you start.
Dude, it's Kylie Jenner. I'm sorry, it's Kylie.
I was gonna say Kylie Jenner. God damn it, you took it.
I'm sorry, dude. Kylie. You know what? Replace SNL with all of the Kardashians, and they have to do a live sketch show every Saturday.
Ooh.
I think
They have to
that's
write it.
really where it's at.
Yeah, they write
And
it
they
all
have
week.
to write and perform all the sketches. I think that would be beautiful.
That's a cool
Okay.
idea.
I feel like wait, so you're describing a TV show where we just like tape the Kardashians for like a week and then we watch an episode.
But they have to
Yeah,
write
that's-
sketches.
That hasn't really been done yet.
Yeah,
But
that's a
it's
good
produced.
idea.
But it's produced. But Lauren Michaels stays in the picture. It's
Yeah.
produced by Lauren Michaels, and
Lauren
he's just
just-
like, he's like, Kylie, I really like. He's so supportive of them too. Like he loves them.
Oh, I was imagining him screaming at them for like not getting something right. You know.
It's the Kardashians. No, you know what? Leave Pete Davidson in there too. This is my dream cast.
He would fit right in with the.
He's going to
the
be a
Kardashians.
Kardashian one day.
Yeah.
It's a matter of time. Who's your billionaire that you'd like to?
I was thinking Tim Cook, but blah, blah. Bezos, everybody's gonna want Bezos.
And we're like bozos.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like both of these really line up with you being a very boring child.
Well, that's why. Okay, I'm explaining my logic. That's why I'm not choosing them, and I'm gonna go with Vladimir.
It seems like your instinct is still to choose
I know it-
them,
it is, and
then
I-
you're
you have
like
to
trying
fight
to
that
trying to
I
pull the
know,
brakes.
Yeah.
I know, and as every good comedian
Yeah.
does, you cycle through the alts before delivering the actual good, the goods. The good.
I don't know if that's how every good comedian operates.
I don't.
Anyway,
I don't
go
know.
on.
no.
I don't even know many billionaires.
Vladimir Putin is my
Right.
guess because he's definitely a billionaire, right? That man, he's got the oil money, and it would just make everybody go a little bit crazy.
Yeah, more like Vladimir Putin.
Nice.
You ever heard that?
Well, and yeah,
Did you
no,
ever
I've
think
never
of
heard
that?
that. No.
Okay.
Damn. So this is the good comedy.
More like Vladimir pooping.
Nice, Chloe. Nice.
fuck yeah.
Thank you.
And they've skewered him so many times, and they would do like a thing like Beck Bennett is up there doing the Putin
Yeah.
impression during the monologue.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome
What about?
stuff.
Okay, for me, you want to hear mine?
Go.
My billionaire that I would have host myself in 3 years.
Yes.
Hell yeah,
Dude, when
Hell
I've
yeah.
made $1 billion off of my sex doll that's also a lamp invention, and it has Siri in it. So think about it.
Really?
Did that invention come from the genetic modifications that you made to your DNA to
Yeah,
make you rich?
yeah, they're made from
Yeah.
stem cells,
Yeah. This checks out.
and they're 16 inches tall.
You made it from one of your own ribs.
Oh, I'm sorry. The sex doll that doubles as a lamp is made from stem cells.
Yeah, and it's 16 inches
I
tall.
thought you meant your edits to your DNA was from stem cells.
Oh,
no,
no,
you mean you
no.
glued some stem cells together.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
created
Make a
life.
stem-
I altered my DNA through like the same way you would hotwire a car. You hook up positive to positive, negative to ground,
And then you just start kind of like ding, 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 like
yeah. You hit it with a hammer.
Is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
how you hotwire a car?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's how
man.
you
Positive, positive.
restart a car.
Negative ground.
That's not a jump. That's not jumping it.
Yeah, it's jump. I jump started my DNA.
No, hot wiring is when you kick up the where the pedals are. You bust that open.
Yeah, there's a panel down there.
And then
you put two tiny wires together.
Yeah, you find where in the dash there's just two loose wires hanging.
Yes,
they're
exactly.
always hanging out there, and you kick it open immediately.
And then you take the second, and you're like, is it red to green or is it red
and there's really only 3 color wires.
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I did.
Figure out
that's what I did to my body.
Mm-hmm.
That in addition to the car thing.
You jump-started it.
I jump-started hot-wired it.
I watched Gone in 60 Seconds recently, that classic, that Nicolas Cage movie, and there's a really awesome...
Oh, is that the one? Is that the one where he like...
It's only a minute long and then it's over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He can go back in time for 60 seconds or something like that?
Nope. It's a...
Is that Gone with the Wind, but starring Nick Cage?
It's Gone with the Wind, but all the horses are replaced with cars. But they do
what's
a fun...
Gone in 60 Seconds?
It's like a carjacking movie. It's for some reason
it's not what I said.
Yeah, it was during the Fast and the Furious when that first came out. It was like everybody just had a car movie, but
he's like one of the best actors of all time.
Nick Cage.
Yeah, I think he just is absolutely rips.
This is also not well-worn podcast territory, so we're really exploring some new corners of the podcasting world. But they hotwire a car just by like jamming a screwdriver into where you would put the key and just turning the screwdriver.
You just have to be strong enough to push it in there.
Yeah, you got to be like Nick Cage level strength. I do love
jams a screwdriver.
Yeah, it's just shorthand for being like, these guys are fucking sick carjackers.
Yeah, that's how you know like all scripts in Hollywood are just written by like theater people, and they're just like, they just don't know anything about like cars.
I love it.
Like,
I'm like, that's sick.
Wait, how does he jumpstart the car? It's just like two nerds just being like, he fucking jammed a screwdriver in there.
What's
I don't
a tool?
know. Fuck.
What's a tool? Screwdriver.
Yeah, what's a tool? Screwdriver. He just stabs it in the hood of the car like he's killing it, and it just starts immediately.
It's undeniable. It's undeniable logic.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
That's good.
Yeah.
We got to have a return to like classic crime capers. I think that's what we're getting to in this podcast. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
capers,
we should
you just got hungry for a bagel.
Yeah,
I'll have lox on a bagel with some crime capers.
God, I love New York. It's in the air out there. I can feel it just through the Zoom.
Oh man,
the Windy City.
Yeah.
Guess what?
God damn it. Okay, go,
Well,
Chloe.
what's up?
No, I was gonna.
Here's the thing I have to apologize for.
Yeah.
So I dumpster dive for food, and
I'm sorry. I've heard you talk about this before, but I thought it was a joke. Are you serious?
Can we rewind here?
I think I've seen you do this on stage, but. So you go in the dumpsters and you eat their.
And you are a writer for. Okay.
Yeah. You're walking. This is Chloe's New York morning. She's like, "Oh no, I'm late for my 30 Rock writing bullshit or whatever." And then you're like catching the train. You're like popping out of a trash can. You're like
bagel in your mouth.
Raccoon are like fighting for a rat or fighting for a piece of pizza.
Me and a rat are tugging. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's my little montage. That's my intro montage.
Yeah.
That'll be my SNL intro montage.
That's fun.
Looking up from a bag of garbage.
And you're just and you're like playing cards with a bunch of rats and stuff like that, and you're like betting pieces of pizza.
She flips the table.
Sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Well, so the best part about New York City dumpster diving is that the garbage is not in dumpsters. The garbage is in bags on the sidewalk, and so you can go to a grocery store and you just open bags, and it's just like, here's a shit ton of produce, here's a shit ton of cheese, here's a shit ton of whatever.
What brought you to do this?
I think extraordinary cheapness.
I'm not saying I'm above it. Also, I do gross shit all the time. I like at restaurants when people aren't finished with their food.
Yeah.
And this was like during COVID. I ate their food. You know what I mean? Like,
I have on a first date eaten the second half of a burger that the person next to our table didn't eat, and I was so hungry, and I was like,
oh my god.
And I just said to the guy I was on a first date with, I was like, is it? I mean, I know it's weird, but like, can I eat the rest of that? And he was like, sure.
Yeah. Oh my god. Dude, like in like a Seth Rogen movie, it's like, okay, Seth Rogen, he's like, I'm gonna write my character to be disgusting. That's like Chloe, like in everyday life.
That's just
your burger.
Yeah. So
That's
anyway,
amazing.
but like you should never. What'd you say?
That's amazing that you do that.
Yeah, you're super powerful for like. Like if I was designing a video game, like your like powers are way up. Like this character.
Yeah, that guy texted me multiple times about seeing each other again. So
yeah, because he's like, I've never seen
this. I need to witness this again.
This level of this
awesome.
Shameless level.
It's a power move at that point.
It is. It for
you
sure
do that
is.
at a board meeting.
Well, hold on. I want to hear the how this dumpster diving is going.
Well, so just like generally, I am of the opinion that you should never pay for a bagel. You should never pay for a pastry in New York City because they are just the streets are littered with them every single night because every bakery just bakes new shit and then puts their old. You honestly don't even have to take them out of the garbage. You can just go into a bakery when it's closing and be like, "Hi, can I just have that?" And they will give it to you. Like 9 times out of 10, they will just be like, "Yeah, take it," because we're gonna throw it away anyway. So
It's true.
Hot tip, New York City hot tip.
I give away shit at the end of the day all the time. I'm just like, it makes people's days, but if someone just came and asked, I would go, yeah, sure.
Yeah. And bagels in particular, everywhere. Littered. The streets are littered with bagels. And so I oftentimes pull bagels out of the dumpster. And then on a most recent dumpster diving trip, I did find locks in the garbage, and I did take it, and I ate it for the next loose locks, and I ate it for the next week.
A week?
Smoked salmon, Ryan.
I mean, fish,
like
garbage fish.
It's salmon.
But it wasn't like thrown out in a package where it's like, it expires the next day. It's loose. It's like maybe got a few coffee grounds on it. Am I describing exactly what was going on?
You are describing exactly what.
It's like stained with a little bit of oat milk.
Chloe, you're gonna die
It's like a huge piece of a fish. No,
Chloe's,
I'll never die
Chloe's
because
getting stronger. Are you kidding me? Chloe, you're gonna see Chloe next at like I'm gonna go to like one of Chloe's shows, and she's just gonna have like veins popping out of her neck. She's gonna like form into like a new type of like dumpster mutant superhero.
Absolutely.
And you're just gonna be, and you're gonna be talking like this, and you're gonna be going in and out of your voice, kind of like that.
Wearing a necklace with like rat skulls and ears and stuff on.
I am dumpster girl.
Yeah, and then you're gonna like leave, and you're gonna be like, I gotta go to another show, but you're not gonna go to another show. You're gonna like go like steal plutonium from like a factory so you can like do terrorism. You're gonna be a villain.
I was liking this until the dark turn.
It's gonna be up to.
You're becoming too powerful to where you're in my.
The only thing
now.
that will be able to stop Chloe is 3 straight white men who host a podcast.
And we will.
The only thing powerful enough to stop a supervillain.
We got a band together.
Like a true crime podcast. Our true crime podcast. It's 3 white guys.
It's called the 3 girls.
White women.
It's called the 3 girls.
It's called the 3 girls, but we're 3 guys, and it's dedicated to stopping Chloe and whatever she's got going on.
And the only way to stop me is a podcast.
It's a podcast.
My only weakness, listening to a podcast.
I have like a big.
How did you know?
She's like melting.
Chloe's walking around the city. I'm following her. I have a big yellow coat, hat, sunglasses. I have a little notepad. I'm taking notes.
Yeah.
I'm
on the rooftop.
They're doing this.
I have a thing in my ear. You think it's a microphone? Actually. It's a lot of earwax, and I need to get it out.
Grant's in the tech van on the 1s and 2s, going click, click, clack on the computer. I'm in.
Yeah.
On the 1s and 2s.
He's playing a piano.
Got a piano in there.
I'm DJing. I have my wheels of steel in there.
Grant has his headphones like
Grant's
this.
really just trying to focus on his album.
Yeah.
Grant's just practicing.
Grant
doesn't really know what we're doing.
I'm providing the cool layer, the bed of synths and kind of pizzicato strings for the whole sleuthing montage.
Honestly, if I'm being honest, Grant doesn't know what he's doing. I don't really know what we're doing. Tommy is the only person who is actively trying to.
I'm on top of this operation of taking Chloe down.
Yeah. And I think I can beat him because I've got the 2 of you. I got your numbers. I don't need to worry about it.
You do have our numbers.
You've already dunked on me so many times
now,
in this
let me just
podcast
make sure
already.
I heard this. let me just make sure I heard this correctly. So you have the loose locks.
Loose locks.
They call it Chloe Loose Locks Radcliffe.
Yeah, that's what they called me, a knob.
Hey, you heard of fucking Chloe Loose Locks Radcliffe? Get the fuck out of here. So you got
It's
Chloe
a
Loose Locks
wanted
Radcliffe.
poster. Chloe, loose locks.
The salmon bandit.
Yeah, exactly. And you saved him for the next day.
Did you say no? You said for a whole week. You were munching on
I
this.
ate them. So I ate them the next day. I was like, I should eat these within the next couple days, and then I ate them the next day, and then I think
And
for
you
the
kiss
next.
a rat with that mouth? Oh, come on.
And they kissed me back. And then I think the next 2 days I like had brunch plans or something, and so a couple days later, then I kept eating them. I believe I ate it for 3 days, and it was not 3 consecutive days.
That's a big piece of locks.
It was a lot of locks. Well, so
A lot of locks, brother.
It was a lot of
That is a
locks.
big piece of locks.
Chloe, lot of locks, Radcliffe.
Chloe, lot of locks, Radcliffe.
Because it also they're throwing away like the whole side of the fish. Like there would just be like huge, like the like scales, and
Was
then
it
the
on
locks is on the
bone,
inside.
Or was it like
No.
locks?
It's the way they cure locks is on the skin, but they debone it.
Right. Okay. So it was like if you would buy it like at the grocery store.
Yeah, but just kind of in a lump.
Okay.
Oh, sure. Okay.
So Chloe,
Damn,
check me
that's
if I'm wrong
disgusting.
here. I assume
yeah.
like you have to kind of shift your things are seasonal in New York dumpster diving, correct? Like you wouldn't be pulling locks out in July. Am I wrong, or is that something that
they
you
would
might
stay
gamble
cold and
on?
refrigerated.
Your face is telling me in the dumpster,
you wouldn't want locks. Yeah.
in the walk-in dumpster. No,
Yeah,
I'm curious.
yeah. I mean, I would say that my standards are fairly non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Is this
Okay, so you would take the locks in the sweltering
Well,
heat.
hold on.
Ryan,
This
can
is
you
huge.
believe
I
you
think-
held
I think
hands
we
with
could do
me
a whole
once?
podcast
Yeah.
on like the psychology of like this, because I mean it really starts at
Oh,
childhood.
this is
to
madness.
where,
This is like into the mind of madness. Chloe,
Yeah, easily the most successful one out of basically anybody we know, comedy wise.
but this isn't about success.
wait,
this
so-
is like a sickness.
you said,
know?
oh yeah, no, she's a sick woman. You said
Yeah,
that
this is a mentally ill person. It doesn't matter what their bank account says. It's like the stealing thing. We
Yeah,
don't need
you're
to
right.
steal.
In fact, I would argue that the reason my bank account says what it says is because I eat garbage food.
Oh, of course.
Okay, young
Okay, wait,
CEO.
That's
Wait.
goals mindset
Chloe,
right there.
you said
Okay, we got a goddamn young CEO.
that's
on
some
the show.
4-hour work
So
week
wait.
type shit.
you said the
Yeah.
fish, the skin was still on it, but then they had deboned the fish, right?
Yeah.
What is that? What my ex-wife did to me? Huh? Left the skin on but deboned me?
All right. I'm glad we came back for that.
So, but this is also not like a, like, oh man, when I was starting out, I was so broke doing
No.
mics. This
No.
is like,
I was
yeah,
like-
this is what I had for breakfast this morning.
A nice piece
Yeah.
of lox. It would be nice if you found some capers and
I
some
got-
cream cheese in there as well.
I got cream cheese out of the dumpster, and I got bagels out of the dumpster, and I got lox out of the dumpster.
Okay,
I got
but
the whole thing.
It's very important to note.
Perfect.
The only thing that was loose was the locks. It wasn't like
Well,
loose,
no,
like
it's
a
all-
pocket of cream cheese, like in the corner of a trash.
Right. Like the cream cheese was in a package.
Okay.
Sure.
The bagels were loose, but they're just in a big bagel bag.
Right.
You know?
Oh, that's
Big.
fine then.
Yeah. It's a big bag of bagels.
The bagels is the Chloe bag of bagels. You know that
Yeah.
that makes I would do the bagel thing for sure.
Yeah. The bagels are that's a great entry point for dumpster dive.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then
That's
you
where
can
I
tell.
got my start.
Like if they're dry, you can tell if a bagel is dry and good, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna know if it's soggy or if it's been corrupted in
Yes.
some way.
Oh, for sure. They're not. I mean, they were baked that morning.
Yeah.
They're fresh.
Yeah.
so fish is like
I
the
mean, me and Chloe are in the
advanced.
same. We're in the same alley, and I'm eating a bagel, and you're eating like loose locks and like a shoe, and you're like this fucking hack. Like you said.
So yeah, we've got like
starting with bagels.
beginner
Yeah, he's
bagel,
green.
medium, I don't know,
Cream
like
cheese.
cream cheese in a
Dairy.
package, and then advanced is probably fish.
Yeah. I mean, I would say. Yeah.
What,
I think so.
what do you think is?
I did.
Okay, go.
I
Yeah.
did pass up some like actual salmon one time. I mean, I've passed up meat many times.
Yeah, I mean meat.
I always
I don't think I would go
always
with meat.
consider it.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah, no, I know.
the way you like.
Oh, that's not true. I found ground turkey, packaged ground turkey,
Damn,
two packages of them, and I took them home.
Package though.
Packaged, and then I
every meat you
put 'em
name
in
is
the
like the
freezer.
sketchiest possible meat that I can imagine. It's like fish and like ground poultry.
Chloe's like, I found
'cause
raw
it's on the
chicken
ground.
in a garbage one time, and I ate it without cooking it. It was good.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, it's great.
So Jeff, your boyfriend, knows about this.
He does. He's gone with me one time.
Oh, great! Well, that's so cute. That's a little rom-com moment. You know, you got like.
Just one time. Yeah, he never came back.
You know, you got
Is he supportive of
cute
it?
theme song playing in the background. You guys are like in trash bags, like Jeff puts one over his head. He's like, "Oh, I'm a little ghost or whatever."
Yeah, I push him. It's so
push
you
cute.
have a banana
push 'em.
peel on your head.
Yeah.
Is he supportive? Like, is he like, you go, girl, when you come home with garbage? Or is he like, again, Chloe?
Yeah, when Chloe's in a trash bag, I like to shout, "Girl boss" moment at her.
Winning.
Femme power.
Yeah.
Go off, queen.
Yeah. That's me. That's
But does Jeff, when he's like opens up the fridge and he's like, "Okay, so what is this has been on the street?" Does he?
he eats it all. His policy is he doesn't want to know. But the
Good
thing
for him.
is that our fridge goes from very empty to incredibly full overnight, and it's impossible to not know. You know, like of course you know. You always know.
He knows.
He ate a little bit of the lox.
Well, this is like
very
this
good.
is a good premise for both of you because you're like I've been going dumpster diving recently, and then his premise is my girlfriend's been going dumpster diving recently.
Right.
And I think both could maybe work in your favor.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
if you're on a show together, you know, you go up second and you're like, I'm the girlfriend, I'm the dumpster diving
Yeah, that's
girlfriend.
me. And then you just shit your pants because
The locks.
Because I've been consuming
Just immediately
hot
throw
meat all
up.
day.
you immediately have explosive diarrhea right on stage.
Yeah.
Honestly,
God
that would
damn.
be the greatest bit I've ever seen. You go up after him
That
talking
would
about
rock.
it. That's me, and just immediately shit your pants and start
You're
throwing
violently
up.
ill.
Yeah, that would be a great bit.
Incredible bit.
The only time I've ever cried after a set was following Jeff. Jeff destroyed in a way that I've never seen.
Yeah.
And I went up and I was like, I'm the girlfriend he's talking about, and I ate.
Oh!
Oh, my
And
soul.
that's the only time I've ever cried after a set.
Oh my gosh. But he's so like ecstatic because he had such a great set. So he's like, it's
Yeah.
okay, don't worry about it. But
Yeah,
he's just
yeah.
big smiles on his face.
Yeah.
He's like,
like, I
yeah,
don't-
you know, it happens to the best of us. And everyone's like,
Yeah.
good fucking set, man. He's like, thank you. He's like, your girlfriend sucks.
Yeah. They're like trying to whisper to him so I don't notice.
Yeah, they're saying to
Yeah.
him, we really liked you.
Yeah, doing that classic
we
moment.
thought you were better.
Classic moment where there's a group of comics and somebody walks up to just one of the
Yeah.
comics who was on the show and just
Great
right in front
set,
of
yeah.
everybody. Yeah, great set.
Dude, it is really funny when like you have obviously done way worse than another performer on a show, and then you see an audience member go up to them and go, "We thought you were better." It's like, yeah, we all did, lady. We were there.
I agree.
You already showed that with the discrepancy of laughter.
yeah.
You don't need
Yeah.
to fucking.
I really like sometimes when somebody does that to another comic, I like going, well, what'd you think about me?
No.
No.
It's a power move.
No,
it's so
that's
good.
not a power move.
That's an insane thing.
No.
This is again mind of madness. This is dumpster diver brain. This is
Yeah, it's already in my brain.
this is undiagnosed scurvy somehow
Doing so
in
much
your brain.
insane shit. I was on board with the burger power move, but it's just like, no, every insane thing you do is a power move. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I really don't think so.
Hey, you are kind of a
Yeah.
villain. It's a little bit Thanos like level.
Yeah.
You just want chaos.
Yeah, reality can be whatever you want.
You did start by saying that you wanted to apologize for something, but I'm not getting the sense that you want to apologize for any of
I
the
think you just
dumpster
wanted to
diving.
brag.
Well, that's what the,
Again, a
that's
power
what
move.
the podcast is about. It's about being like, I should maybe apologize for this. And then you're like, actually, on second
Yeah.
thought, I'm fucking awesome.
We convince
Yeah.
ourselves not to.
Yeah.
More often than not.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have we got a listener apology that
Whoa.
came in. Yeah.
While you're looking that up, Grant and I are live. Right, we are live from Sisyphus Brewing, one of the premier places in Minneapolis. You can You can watch comedy shows here. They've got pinball, some kind of other game, and beer. So why don't you come on down to Sisyphus Brewing and do one of those things?
Okay.
Is Sisyphus paying you to say that?
I don't know. They let us use the space, so I feel like we should. And remember, Sisyphus.
I feel like they should pay you to not say that.
And remember, Sisyphus does not want you to drink and drive. Mm-hmm. They do not want you to drink their beer and then drive home.
Yeah.
This sounds like the way Ryan is delivering this sounds like it's one of the things where you're like, definitely drink and drive. They officially do not. No, this was really.
Yeah, for the listeners, Ryan was winking the whole time.
I'm a non-attorney paid spokesman, non-paid spokesman,
but you are not an attorney.
I'm not an attorney and not a paid spokesman. Okay. Sisyphus does not support drinking and driving, child sex trafficking, or the
masturbation.
Yes, this is a celibate podcast and building.
I do support drinking and driving, though. So
okay,
Sisyphus does not.
But Tommy's room.
I do.
Tommy's one room that he has in New York does.
Yeah, views and opinions expressed by podcasters are not held by Sisyphus Brewing.
Yeah,
I am paid to say that.
I think drinking and driving is good.
All right. Anywho, if you want to submit your own,
it's fun, man.
it's really horrible, but that is something I should apologize for.
Yeah,
I don't anymore.
I'll apologize. I'll apologize for all the times I've drank and drove as well.
I'll apologize for all the times Grant has drank and drove as well.
Okay.
The only thing I will apologize for is not drinking and driving enough.
Okay.
All right, let's hear this listener
spoken like a true man who supports drinking and driving. Okay, so if you want to submit your own, go to grantwinklescomedy.com/wecoolpodcast.
Or you can create a website for me, ryancallcomedy.com/grantwinkelscomedy.com/wecoolpodcast.
Yep. Those are the only two ways to do this. So here we go. Gentlemen and gentlewoman. Whoever wrote this in is canceled already. I would like to demand an apology from Ryan and Grant.
Yes.
Tommy said that on the last episode, Tommy said that he was quitting his job and that he found a new one. You guys kept talking and none of the listeners got to hear what Tommy's new job is. I was very curious about.
Wait, is this my
yes,
mom? My mom.
Justice. This is justice.
My mom specifically on the phone said that we interrupted you and wanted to hear what your new job is.
Who said that?
My mom. So this might be my mom.
I always forget she listens to this.
But that doesn't sound like the way she would.
I say so many bad and horrible things, and Ryan's mom, Mrs. Call. I mean every last one of them. So I mean truly mean them.
Yeah.
Oh, so my new job?
What a amazing thing to go out of your way to say, Tommy. Even after what you've been saying today, it's just like I sign off on every single riff I've ever done on this podcast, and I believe it 100%.
I truly support drinking and driving. It's not a bit.
You gotta just go, and you can't look behind. You just gotta keep going forward.
You gotta go 40 in that 25.
All right,
you gotta go 40 in that 25, drunk as hell.
In the interest,
if you think about the people you killed along the way, then it's only gonna be worse for you.
You double down. Tommy,
because their loved ones are already thinking about them, so
exactly.
You might not as well make it bad for you
got
too.
the bases covered.
Bad apology, Chloe Bad Riff. Follow her on Instagram. You start thinking too much, and it only leads.
Tommy,
what is your job?
Tommy, what's your goddamn job?
I'm writing for the Tonight Show. Everybody. They kicked Chloe out. They got me in.
Would you like to thank anyone?
Huh?
Would you want to thank anyone?
I would like to thank the host of it. I forget his name. I don't know. I gotta figure out who's in charge over there.
Keep going.
I'm working at this. I got a job at this fancy It's okay. It's weird. It's gonna sound weird because it doesn't make sense to me because I'm from the Midwest and I'm poor, But in New York, there's a bunch of bathhouses. That's a regular thing, That's not a thing in the Midwest. You don't just go take a steam in a bath.
Yeah, it's called a lake here. Am I right?
Dude.
Yeah, it's called the motherfucking lake, brother.
And we're the land of them. We're the land of outdoor bathhouses.
But
Tommy,
in
you're
New
gonna
York,
get
he's like,
trafficked.
that's here. I'm working. I'm trying to see the world, man. I'm trying to get trafficked. I can't travel anywhere. I don't have any money. I want to be well traveled, well cultured, like Chloe.
You are gonna be well traveled.
Well worn and well
In
traveled.
my ass. You can say that again.
The mileage
but
on
it's
this
Sorry,
thing.
Mrs. Call.
But it's like this, fancy bathhouse, and it's a restaurant in that bathhouse.
Yeah.
And I wait tables there.
Yeah, I do
Where
not.
is the bathhouse?
Williamsburg, like off the Bedford stop.
Can you get me into the bathhouse for free?
I can if we go together, which I'm really excited for, like me and my girlfriend to be just like, going to the
Tommy and I have to go take a bath.
Yeah, I'd be like, I gotta leave right now. I gotta do a bath with Chloe real quick. I'll be right back. I can and will, and it's really nice. It's like really like, like the downstairs. It's like really dark. A lot of like bisexual lighting going around.
Hell yeah.
A lot of bisexual lighting. There's like these. It's like like in a John Wick movie when like two Russian guys are talking about how they're gonna like kill John Wick and they're like taking baths or whatever. I haven't seen John Wick, but any movie like that. It's like that scene basically.
Yeah.
And then
Great.
And upstairs there's like a restaurant that's very expensive, fucked up expensive, and if after your bath I wait tables.
Nice.
That's great.
So people come up in like bathrobes and it's weird.
What's your
And-
uniform? Bathrobe?
Naked.
Yeah, everyone bathrobe. Dude, one guy yesterday. Yesterday was my first day, and he was like, "Do I have to wear my bathrobe in here?" And I was like, "No, but it'd be weird if that was like the policy. Like you have to only dining with bathrobes."
I thought you were saying the other option was he just comes up from the bath naked.
People come up half naked, and it's weird because I'm like, wearing like nice dress pants, black shirt, whatever, standard bullshit. And you're like, oh, can you put a robe on? Because you're like a almost naked guy right now. And it's weird because they're like wearing a mask, but like naked, And it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
This sounds fucking great.
Yeah, it's I'm going to make a lot of money. And I think I'm going to work there for like a few months and just like really save up money. And then quit and then just do like open mics and stuff.
Here's the
So
thing.
I'm hearing that I have a couple months to get free bathhouse.
You got a couple months to get free bath, free steam room, free sauna, nice
Hell
shower.
yeah.
I think there's massages. I don't know if that's free.
Our shower went out, so I'll come shower at your restaurant.
Here's the thing, Tommy.
You're just
Though,
gonna have like a raw like trout in your mouth, and
Yeah.
when you're getting tipped out by these guys who are just in bathrobes and they're handing you soggy $100 bills, aren't you like, where'd that come from, man? Right? What the hell's going on?
It you know what? It do be like that. It do in fact be like that. And
Wow.
Trust me, it's weird. I'm like making like I want to like make fun of it, but it's like such a normal thing in like New York. It's like, of course this is a bathhouse and there's a restaurant in it.
Yeah, it does not seem normal. Everything.
It's not normal for like working class people, but it's like, yeah, there's bathhouses. Everyone's like, yeah, it's just a bathhouse, and I'm like, wait, so you tell
I didn't
me
know that there were restaurants in bathhouses.
maybe the restaurant thing might be abnormal.
I think that is weird.
maybe that's unique to this place,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's like silly and dumb.
You're
and
gonna get trafficked.
Yeah, it sounds like a dangerous situation for a young boy, child.
Are
but
people
looks like
gonna,
he's
like
12.
party there?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like, do they do like dance parties? This just sounds like the kind of thing that like where like people where they wind up being like weird underground parties.
Yeah, they wear masks at the party.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I'll keep you updated.
Yeah, if there are, I want to be there.
You wanna be in the weird mask.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? It's interesting. I've only worked there one shift, so yeah, I'll keep you guys updated if there's any weird shit going on.
Great.
I
Wow.
think
Yeah,
if
I
you
wanna
go
be there.
take a bath in the afternoon, if you like pay like a bunch of money to take a bath and eat, I'm already like you're a pedophile in my head.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
know,
this is some
so-
Epstein shit for sure.
Yeah. So
It's good to see that you're making inroads in with the coastal elite, though. Like that's cool. We could maybe get we could leverage
Yeah,
this for
man.
the podcast.
I'm just a guy trying to get sex trafficked out here.
Tommy's gonna bathe
in this crazy world.
Tommy's gonna bathe the Clintons one day, and then months later, Chloe will discover him in a dumpster. It will be great.
Yeah, and then
She'll discover his body in a
eating?
dumpster.
Yep. He's still good for a week. It's it's awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tommy, for covering that. The listeners were just on the edge of their seats for weeks now.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm saying stuff and you guys are like, yeah, you shut up, and that's great. That's actually how it should be. I think the dynamic works that way.
Yeah, I'll never apologize for interrupting.
Yeah, I'm not
you
sorry,
or cutting you off.
Hey, if this ever happens again, feel free to tell us. We will never apologize for being mean to Tommy, but we will give him a chance to explain himself.
There's a little addendum to this apology.
That's all I ever wanted.
It says, in addition, I would like to apologize for plugging my Twitter on your podcast. Follow me on Twitter at WillWonderBaby.
Will.
I just got tricked.
Will, you son of a bitch.
You fucking asshole.
God damn.
It is funny, though, thinking that you will get one single follower from this podcast, Will. As the host of this podcast, I can tell you I have not gained a single follower from it.
We've lost a lot of followers
Yes,
from this. I'll
if
say
anything.
that.
So how dare you trick the podcast like that, Will? I'm going to be revoking your podcast rights. You
Shout
won't
out
be getting the
to-
show anymore.
Shout out to Will.
Yep. Shout
in
out.
Eau Claire. Clearwater Comedy. Check it out.
Yep. Well, that's that. I think that about does it.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
I think we can finish the podcast now.
Okay.
Do you guys have anything to say? Any closing arguments?
I'll introduce a motion to finish the podcast.
I will.
Second.
Granted.
Second.
Your Honor, motion to end the podcast.
Is this
bang,
another?
bang, gavel, gavel, gavel.
Your Honor,
Oh,
my client, Chloe,
contempt.
was a
Tommy.
Yeah.
We speak English.
Please, Tommy.
Come on, go ahead. I'm just a
young
old
bailiff,
Southern Dixiecrat.
Young bailiff, much like my ex-wife used to do to me, I am holding you in contempt.
What? Your Honor, I am.
You ever held anybody in contempt?
Have I ever held anybody?
Yeah,
in
you're holding
contempt?
someone, you go, you son of a bitch. Piece of shit. I hate you. You gotta hold somebody in kindness and love.
Every day.
Gotta hold somebody in love.
Yeah.
Hold yourself in kindness
have and
and
to hold.
love.
Wow.
Chloe, anything you want to plug on this giant platform? You might get one Twitter follower.
Ooh. All right. Here's what I will plug. If anybody ever wants to come dumpster diving in New York City, I will bring you.
I will take you up on that for sure.
Yeah, it's great. It's so fun. You get to eat right out of the trash. Oh, it's perfect. Nothing better than a big black trash bag full of loose
Chloe's
berries.
foaming at the mouth right now.
I don't know if you guys, I feel like anybody who's listening to this probably already follows me.
Yeah, that's true.
We have a pretty big listeners.
I meant no. I shouldn't shit on this wonderful
We found
podcast.
No,
out
you
last
should.
episode
You
we have
should.
some
You
we have
actually
some
should,
listeners in India.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
And
The Netherlands, Japan.
the Netherlands. We're doing a We Cool World Tour.
Yep.
Okay. Well, for everybody in around the world, I'm interested at Chloe Radcliffe, which is like my last name but bad.
Chloe, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Chloe,
Don't
Absolutely
do that.
fantastic comedian. Follow Chloe on Instagram as well. Are you on TikTok, Chloe?
I am.
Hell yeah.
oh yeah.
I am on
All the
yes, I am on all of
socials.
those things.
If I can just plug something real quick.
Yeah, you
the
may.
movie Ratatouille, check that out. It is on Disney Plus. It is about a mouse who can pull this guy's hair and make him cook. It's pretty
It's actually
good
about a
movie.
rat, but
Well, it's
Yeah, dude.
a rat.
It's
So
not called Mouseatouille.
do me a favor and check that out, Ratatouille.
Patton Oswalt, shining bright.
Also
in that-
Louis
in that
C.K.
one.
I think.
Oh,
is in
yeah?
it. Yeah.
Okay. And that's
Yeah,
why
go
you
check
like that
out-
movie.
Yeah,
For me,
that's why
go
I
check
like
out Louis C.K. stuff.
Just all his old
I think
stuff.
he's got a couple things out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, one of them is his dick.
yeah. So go check that out.
I would also like to promote the Opie and Anthony show.
Tim Dillon. Huge room
No.
for Tim Dillon.
No.
I would also like to promote Tucker Carlson.
Yes,
cool.
yes, he needs it. He needs
He's a
it more
cool
than
dude.
anybody.
I never told you who my billionaire host of SNL would be.
Oh my God.
Tucker
Who would it
Carlson?
be?
George Soros.
Ooh.
Nice. That's a good one.
All right, well, that's about it.
All right, folks. Well, for Grant, the stinky poopy dick.
I don't
man.
like this anymore.
Winkles.
It's run its course.
Okay,
Man.
we'll try this. Grant, the man without a cent. Winkles. Tommy.
I'm okay with that.
Tommy, the bath boy bear, and Chloe, the salmon eating son of a gun. Radcliffe. I've been Ryan. Nothing has ever been wrong with me. Call. And this has been the We Cool Podcast. Thanks for listening. And you know what? God bless you, you bastard.